was a hot summer's day, and my mother and I, we went into town and we went to Lint Cafe. We're minding our own business, and then there's a man before us saying, "You're being held hostage," and he had a gun. Our beautiful country would never be the same after this event, and I knew that we could go either way. We could fall into fear and anger and hate, or we could choose love. When Jesus was asked what was the greatest commandment, well, he said two things to us actually. He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and love your neighbour as yourself. That's very challenging, isn't it? I had lots of visitors and lots of kindness when I was in hospital. A friend, he came to me and he said he had a work colleague who had asked him if he could come and visit me, which was a bit, random, and even more so because this man was a Muslim man. So he came with his friend Muhammad, and he came and he brought me flowers, and he said, Louisa, I just want you to know that what this man has done is wrong, and I'm so sorry. We as Muslim people are sorry. And he said that true Muslim people wouldn't do this kind of thing. But it was very courageous of him to make that first step, And I've met Muslim people since then. I was just astounded at how many people came up to me, especially Muslim women, often crying, and we shared a tear at the tragedy of what happened in our city. We're all the same, we all share that same, how did this happen in our city, and it's so wrong, and it's heartbreaking, and how do we go forward? And I guess that's the most important thing now. How do we as Christians go forward? How do we go forward and actually be Jesus? Love is where Jesus is really at. So for us as Christians, that's kind of not negotiable, really, is it? We must love our neighbour. There is not one part of our heart or place on this earth where the love of Christ is not meant to be. But it's our turn. It's our privilege to bring it. And I just feel like the most loving thing to do is, despite our fear, is to step forward and be the first to offer a hand. My friend Muhammad, he offered his hand first in a way. He brought a gift of flowers to me and made that first gesture, saying sorry and extending respect and love to me as somebody who was involved in that circumstance. And that was a very brave thing to do. I hope that I can be that brave. I hope that we all can be brave like that and reach out, because I think that's Jesus kind of brave,